Why travel insurance is important? Is it equally important for domestic trips as well?
Travel insurance is your e- emergency plan in case some emergency crops up in your travel plan, whether it's international or domestic. You need to be equipped with emergency handling situations, whether it's delayed flights or some medical emergency or some other exigencies like loss of passport or various other financial issues which crop up when you are traveling abroad. And hence, travel insurance is becoming an important part of the travel itinerary itself. You cannot go on a travel without having travel insurance in place, is what we are really propagating to all our customers, saying that you travel in insurance is as important as packing your bag for a travel. As far as domestic travel is concerned, I think the risks are nearly the same, except for maybe the loss of passport or being in a foreign land. But you could still, suffer a medical emergency where you would need evacuation. You could have some personal, baggage delays, or let's say, loss of baggage, or you could, be stranded with your wallet being stolen. So various other emergencies which are associated with travel. And of course, there could be medical emergencies connected to accidents. So all in all, I think travel insurance is an important part of the kit for both international and domestic travel, and one must make it a compulsory item to be, taken for any travel.
What is the level of awareness of travel insurance amongst common Indians?
The level of awareness was not very good to start with earlier. People discounted the emergencies or the risks associated with travel earlier, especially when it came to international travel and the huge risk associated with medical emergencies abroad when it could cost a lot of money. Having said that, nowadays we see an increasing, uptake in travel insurance, both due to the rising level of awareness of what travel emergencies could be like, and also the fact that insurance companies have been propagating travel insurance very widely, and people have realized that this needs to be an essential part of the travel kit because it's cheap and it comes for only for the duration of the travel.
Few most common scenarios when we need travel insurance.
Travel insurance, as I said earlier, provides for both medical and non-medical emergencies. In certain countries, of course, it's mandatory, but when it is not mandatory, you would need travel insurance to not only cover the non-medical emergencies like flight delay, trip cancellation, baggage loss, passport loss, so on and so forth, but you would also need it for medical emergencies, or could be some accident when you need evacuation. For all of this, if you do not have a travel cover of a sufficient scale, you could be caught in that foreign land with a lot of expenses which could be unforeseen, or could be you could be in a situation where you could be facing liability of various other risks associated with travel. So hence, having travel insurance, you have a companion who's seeing you, looking at your back, and rescue you when there is an emergency in a foreign travel.
Viewers, what are the things they should have in their checklist before they purchase a travel insurance policy?
Of course, the first and the most important thing is to look at health, cover for travel insurance. If you have it, that's the best thing to have, because when you travel abroad, the health emergency could be punitive in terms of medical costs. Having said that, you need to look at the kind of cover, whether it's worldwide or it's mainly for US, or as also for the limit of coverage, and in terms of what gets covered and what doesn't get covered. Typically, a travel plan will always look for covering health emergencies and associated costs therein, including evacuation, should you need evacuation back to the country of origin. Apart from that, you have certain very good covers which are related to the non-medical section. Could be loss of passport, baggage delay, personal liability, and as also compensation for various untoward incidents which take place during travel.
Please tell us something about ICICI Lombard's travel insurance policy.
ICICI's travel insurance policy is a very comprehensive policy. It takes care of your travel needs both internationally as well as domestic. But of course, you need to buy for different sectors differently. But if you are on an international, travel thing, the entire gamut of medical, non-medical covers are available with a very strong backup on the service side to effect the promises which are the covers which are there in the in the travel insurance plan, like evacuation during medical emergency, support during accidents. There could be issues like repatriation of mortal remains, in case that is required, and various other non-medical expenses which get covered, like passport loss or errant flights or some personal liability arising out of the risks of travel. Also, the domestic front, there is also a comprehensive coverage. In both the cases, our endeavor has been to simplify the use of taking this cover. In terms of it should be very simple to take, and you should be able to take it mostly online. Even just before the travel starts. That's the way we have designed our travel cover. You should be able to take it for the duration of travel just before you travel.